All right. So we've gone ahead and we have a web page showing. We've got some detection working. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and actually get an auto inference page running. So every time a new object is uploaded to the database, we're going to go ahead and pull it down. So first things first, let's go take a look at our code. Let's create a new page. So I'm in the index here. Let's go components, pages. So in our pages, let's create one called auto inference. .js, and I'm gonna copy and paste our app into there right now because we're gonna be building off of this page. So rename your app, copy it over, and then rename it auto inference or whatever you're gonna be naming it. And then we can get started here. So this will be auto inference, and we actually want to go to our index, create a new route. This new route will be to auto inference. The component will be auto inference as well, and it goes ahead and imports it for us there. Excellent. If we go to our auto inference, don't need user upload, we don't need our index, we don't need our app. So we have auto inference. It doesn't like our test image. There we go. So fix the test image because it's up one level. We can go to our auto inference page, and it should all work as normal right now. Come on. Auto inference is not a thing. Gotcha. Auto inf. Gosh, I can't spell today. Let me go back to our test image. All right. So our page is working again. We got it showing. Now let's make it rapid fire, auto fire. It's gonna be awesome. So the first thing we're gonna do is we need to import some things. So let's import star as Firebase from Firebase app. Okay. Once we've done that, let's add some more state. So we have a current image. We'll have some images. Images that need inference. We'll have a next image. And then we'll have a current image object. Great. Now, when this page first loads, or it mounts, we're going to go ahead and do something. That is, let's get the initial images. When we get the initial images, we're going to do two things. Right now, we're currently uploading images to Firestore, and I actually want to change that. So let's go to our user upload page. Well, let me show you real quick. So my course page, we have a database, we have Cloud Firestore. What I want to do, Firestore charges you every time you read and write from the database. For that reason, it's not great for machine learning because of the volume that, in theory, we're going to be doing. So instead, what I want to do is in the user upload section of handle upload express, handle upload success. So this is pushes data to Firestore. We're gonna comment that guy out, and instead we're going to push data to the real-time database, and that's gonna let photo added equal. So we're gonna have to await Firebase database. It's gonna get a reference, which will be new photos dot we push our new photo. Excellent. Let's try that out. Go to our demo because we need to upload an image real quick. Let's upload this one. Okay, so it's got the Mustang. Now we can check out our course project, and what do you know? We have one, and it's going to be our Mustang. So let's go back to our page of auto inference, and let's make sure we get that image now. How do we get that image? We're going to let images in the real-time database equal Firebase dot the. So we need to make a reference to our database, like where, what we're listening to. Reference, and this is going to be what we just called it, which was new photos. And then we can order by child. We have a viewed property, and we want it equal to false. So that is our reference to where the images are being stored in our database. And now we need to go through them once we get that. So we do images in the real-time database, and we have to go through each one. So we call it once, and we're going to say we want the values. So once on value, and then snapshot. And what this does is it's going to get you every single thing in new photos. That's the way the Firebase real-time database works. And then we can have var images equal that, and we'll make a snapshot dot for each, because we have to loop through each thing that comes in, each child snapshot, you could say, because Firebase is providing a snapshot of our database, like an overview of it, and then we loop through it. Var child key is going to equal the child snapshot dot key. It's useful to have the key, so I just like to add it to my object when I first get it, so I don't have to worry about it later, finding it or any of that. Get the value, and then the key, I'm going to name it the key, is going to be equal to the child key, and then we can do images dot push our child data. Great. Then, once that we've gone through all of it, let's go ahead and set our state to be, so we have images that need inference. That is our images. We have a next image, which will be images dot length -1. And then we'll have a current image equal to images of 0 dot URL. Excellent. If we run this right now, we should see the image. Well, maybe. So auto inference, we're not seeing it, and that would be because down here we're pulling in the test image, so we don't want that. We want this dot state dot the current image, right? So that'll be the current image. I see it. You may not. You might be having a CORS issue right now. If you're getting an error, let's go fix that error. So the way we do that is we go to our Google Cloud Platform. The Google Cloud Platform has a couple ways. So your bucket here, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and activate the Cloud Shell. And we're going to set our CORS policy for this bucket. So what we actually want to do is say open editor. So we need to open the editor. And it'll take just a second. And then we're going to go File, New File. And this is going to be CORS.json. JSON, however you want to say it. Need to type in this little object. So create an array with an object inside that has origin, a method, and a max age. Origin, you can put in your exact thing, like, you know, your location, your domain. I'm gonna put star right now because it's for testing. I just want to get it up and running, and I don't care where I run into it. So once we've done that, save it. We can close terminal. Well, let's reactivate it. Okay, and then what we want to run is we want to run this. So we want to run the command gsutil CORS set, the name of our file, which is CORS.json, gs // and then the name of the bucket. So for me, my bucket is right here. If I go to my storage browser, these are the buckets that I have available to me. If I click on my course bucket, we can see uploaded photos. Here, let me move this down. Uploaded photos and user uploaded. In my user uploaded, I've got these images. So that's the one. This is the bucket that I want to set it to. So I will hit enter and it will set it, and then we're done. You can go ahead and close the little terminal here. And if you go back to your web page now, it should be able to load the image. You should be able to hit detect, and it won't work. We will get this error as of right now. Why is this? Well, because Google's AutoML specifically wants something. They want a blob image, and so we need to convert our image to be the right format for TensorFlow. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and our button first here, detect, we're going to go ahead and change this to, instead of object detection, start process. Whoops. And start process is going to do a few things. First is when we run detection and we put an SVG on it, we need to remove all these boxes. So that's going to be the first thing that we do, is we're going to remove boxes. And so let's make a function called remove boxes where we do just that. Now in remove boxes, we need to say const svg is going to be equal to the document dot query selector. And let's grab the SVG on the page. Then our parent node, we're going to replace the child with an SVG clone. False, because we don't want to actually clone it, we just want to put a plain one. Great. That will then remove the boxes when we start the process. The next thing that we need to do is do a little check and make sure there is an image to perform inference on. So if this dot state images that need inference, if it's greater than 0, let's go ahead and await we'll await it. Great. So now we'll need this getNextImage function. This getNextImage function is what's going to convert our images to something that TensorFlow can actually use. So let's let images equal this dot images that need inference, and we'll let the next image equal. Okay. Let's set the state to be the current image object is going to be the next image. Great. Now we can await fetch the next image dot URL. And so what we're doing here is we're getting a blob. So the response is going to be a response dot blob, and then the image, we can let the element equal await document get element by ID, and this will be our target image. Let's do an await element dot, let's set its attribute. It has a source, and we want that to be the URL. We need to create an object URL for the image, and then await this dot object detection. Pretty simple. The get element by ID, target image. Let's go give it that ID because right now it is something else. It's this. Great. State is the current image. And when we get the next one, we say the current image is the next image. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's just go up here and say, instead of the current image being this one, we'll have it be images dot length -1. Line 38 needs to be asynchronous. Okay. Make sure your functions are asynchronous where they need to be. Go to the auto inference page. Cannot read property of URL. Images. Of course, the thing I just changed. Current image will be images dot length. Excellent. So now we have the image showing that we want. If we hit detect, no images were found. Why is that? Let's go find out. So, a great way to do this, images that need inference, right here. Bam. We got the URL. So we do start process. We remove the boxes. And then as long as this is true, we get the next image. This needs to be dot length is greater than 0. Okay. Easy fix. Go to the console. Detect. Cross my fingers. Cannot read type source. Oh, that's fine. We don't need this guy. Let's just remove him even. It's fine. Going back to our page, detecting. My goodness. What's going on here? So we get in the next image, we await object detection. Object detection comes around. We load our model, we get our, yes. It's not a test image, it is the target image. No. Oh my goodness. Bam. Great. So if we go to the demo, we upload it, we can go Great. So we've gone through, we got images to load from our database with Firebase, and we are now inferencing them. Next, we'll go ahead and save these and then call the next image.